Hey y'all, you know what time it is. Get into it. This is the next edition in our Black History Month selection, and this is by Lupita Nyong'o called Sulwe. And we are going to this. First of all, the art is gorgeous. The art is by Vashti Harrison, and it is written by Lupita Nyong'o. She's an amazing actress. You may have recognized her from Star Wars Force Awakens, 12 Years a Slave, The Queen of Katwe, Black Panther, um, all sorts of things. And apparently, and I didn't know this, fun fact, she was in a Broadway play called Eclipsed, and she was nominated for a Tony Award. Did not know that. Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o. Sulwe was born the color of midnight. She looked nothing like her family, not even a little, not even at all. Mother was the color of dawn, Baba the color of dust, and Mich, her sister, was the color of high noon. Hardly anyone at school looked at Sulwe either. People gave her sister Mike pet names like Sunshine and Ray and Beauty. People gave Sulwe names like Blackie and Darky and Night. Sulwe felt hurt every time, so she hid away while her sister made lots of friends. So, there's Sulwe, and then her mom is next to her, then her dad, and then her sister. And all the grade school kids. Because kids can be very cruel sometimes. Sulwe dreamed of being the same color as her sister. She wanted real friends, too. So she got the biggest eraser she could find and tried to rub off a layer or two of her darkness. That hurt. She crept into Mama's room and helped herself to her makeup. Oh no, she would hear about this from Mama. So there she is, trying to erase that beautiful black skin. Sule decided to work from the inside out and ate only the lightest, brightest fruits and foods. So there she is eating all this food. And name all the food that is in this picture. With a stomach ache, she went to bed early and turned to God for a miracle. Dear Lord, why do I look like midnight when my mother looks like dawn? Please make me as fair as the parents I'm from. I want to be beautiful, not just to pretend. I want to have daylight. I want to have friends. If you hear me, my Lord, and would like to comply, may I wake up as bright as the sun in the sky. Amen. There she is. When Mama came in to wake her for school the next morning, Sulwe rose to find not a trace of daylight in her midnight skin. Sulwe told Mama everything. Mama asked, "What is your name?" "Sulwe," she muttered. "And what does it mean?" "Star," Sulwe whispered. Brightness is not in your skin, my love. Brightness is just who you are. As for Beauty, Mamma said, rubbing Sulwe's stomach the way she always did to comfort her, you are beautiful, Sulwe sighed. Well, you are beautiful to me, but you can't rely on what you look like to make you feel beautiful, my sweet. Real beauty comes from your mind and your heart. It brings with you, it begins with you how you see yourself, not how others see you. Now up you get and out you go. Poor girl is crying, but her mom is speaking light and love into this beautiful black child. How could she, as dark as she was, have brightness in her? How could she have beauty when no one but her mother seemed to see it? How could she be a star? That night, a shooting star appeared at Sulwe's window. The night sent me, the star said. Come with me. Sulwe hopped onto the star, and off they went. There she is. And there's the star, guiding her out into the night. Long ago, at the beginning of time, said the star, there was night and day, and they were sisters. They loved each other very much, but people didn't treat the sisters the same. So there is day and the beautiful, illustrious night together. People gave Day pet names like lovely and nice and pretty. People gave Night names like scary and bad and ugly. She felt hurt every time. Well, Night got fed up and walked right off the earth. Oops, sorry, my apologies. There we go. Now we can. Okay. There we go. So I can properly. Yep, there you go. So everybody's praising the day. It's bright and sunny. But here's the beautiful night being completely looked over. Poor thing. Day stayed behind and enjoyed making everyone happy in the sun. But then Day grew too long. Day began to really miss her sister, and so did everyone else. So here you are, all the people enjoying the day, because Night had left because she was hurt. There had to be a way to get her back. Day set off to find Night. And she did. So there we go. You can see there's Day flying through the cosmos to see about her sister. I miss you, said Day. I miss you too, said Night. But you don't know what it's like to be treated badly for being dark. You're right. I don't, Day replied. But what I do know is that we need you just the way you are. Come and see. There's Night and her sister Day trying to convince her to come back to Earth. Night returned, and the people rejoiced. We need the darkness, night, to get the deepest rest. We need you so that we can grow and dream and keep our secrets to ourselves. The stars chimed in. Brightness isn't just for daylight. Light comes in all colors, and some light can only be seen in the dark. While day had a golden glow, with night everything had a silver sheen, elegant and fine. Day told her sister, when you are darkest is when you are most beautiful. It's when you are most you. Could it be that night did not need to change, not even a little, not even at all? There's Day consoling her sister, the night. Now that night and day were back together, a little bit of night returned to day in the form of shadows, and a little bit of day returned to night in the form of moonlight. They were inseparable from that moment on, and promised to celebrate the brightness in each other, whether people chose to see it or not. Gorgeous. You see, the star explained, we need them both on the sunniest day and the darkest night, and every shade in between. Together, they make the world we know, light and dark, strong and beautiful. There's Silhouette, still riding on the shooting star, seeing the world with night and day working together. Sulwe rose the next morning, beaming. There would be no hiding any more. She belonged out in the world, dark and beautiful, bright and strong. And if she ever needed a reminder of her brightness, she could look up at the sky on the darkest night to see for herself. Sulwe felt beautiful inside and out. And that is the end of Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o. This invites a conversation that I think everybody should have, children and adults alike that are going to see this video. I may not know firsthand what it's like to be a dark-skinned person, but I have family that are highly blessed and highly melanated with dark, beautiful skin. And I know that they had to deal with a lot of hate and prejudice because of something they can't help. The beauty of melanin, the beauty of the darkness of their skin. Some of the greatest actors and artists are blessed with dark skin. And there are people like myself who are light skinned or brown or caramel or albino or, there's all different sorts of shades. And I understand and am willing to address that as somebody who is light skinned and the way that I carry myself and the way I talk, I've been blessed with opportunity because the world sees me, quote unquote, as better, which is not true. I am just as capable and the same as anybody who is darker than me. And there are people who are darker than me that are quite more intelligent and way brighter than I am. And I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that I, as a light skinned person, have privileges in this country because of my skin. But I, in no way, shape, or form, will ever feel nor will ever treat my dark skinned brothers and sisters any less than. Matter of fact, greater than. Because that darkness and that deep pigmentation is a beautiful expression of being sun-kissed and blessed. So for all my black and brown children who are on the light or darker side, you are beautiful, sweetheart. You are blessed. You are beautiful in whatever shade that you come up to be. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Because honestly, anybody that wants to talk about a dark-skinned person or to put them down because of the pigmentation of their skin is jealous. They're jealous and they are hateful and will never amount to anything. And that goes for everybody else who is in the light-skinned family who feel as though they are just automatically beautiful just for being light-skinned. Sorry, sweetheart. Your beauty comes from within. And if your heart is not reflective of what you think is the beauty of your outside, then it's not worth a hill of beans. So, please, children of color, celebrate every different shade, whether you be black, whether you be Latino, whether you be Asian or Native American or South Pacific or from the Caribbean. Whatever shade that is, please celebrate it. Have a blessed night, y'all. I'll see you next time.